Hi, I'm Jamie. I'm the director of Red and Black.
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm the choreographer of the Red and Black.
So the reason we wanted to do the workshop is we were really excited about finding the dance language for the show, because we knew what we wanted to do was bring a lot of choreography to this world and explore it through a movement way so that we could really elevate the emotions and enhance the experience for an audience. And so it felt really important that we had a week to explore over here and play around and try out some ideas.
Great answer. So it was really important for me to be able to have a room that was really collaborative, people who aren't afraid to try out new things. I think because this is a new show, obviously, that me and Jamie are bringing ourselves to. You know, we're trying to develop a really unique, I guess, movement texture to the whole thing. And I wanted to make sure that the foundation of it was rooted in what the core concepts of the show are, but then being able to express them in different ways depending on who's leading us at that point in the story, whose story are we really focused on at that point in time. So I think it was really important for me to work with, yes, they are dancers, but I think everybody in this room are also actors. So even if they have a really, I guess, short relationship with the show, which is, in the context of this week, is literally 5 days, they're still able to kind of give themselves fully so we can see how the emotions are like brought out through movement, but also through like actual expression and acting. I think it's really important for me to have a room that's really playful, just to make sure that people aren't afraid to be silly and they're not afraid to try things that they know they might not be successful in. I think that obviously there's a time limit on everything. We had a lot of things to do. We wanted to accomplish a lot of things.
I think what's been so cool has been the new ideas that have been shooting around, and I think it's really important to, as Alex was saying, create that environment where those new ideas can come from anywhere, because it just makes everyone's life harder if we're the ones who have to be like, well, it's this, and we're the only people coming up. But it's so nice working with people who are very open to collaboration, where they try something out, might make it in, we might explore it for a little bit, move on to something else, and it's really good having an environment where there's no pressure to share everything at the end and everything is about exploration, because that means that we can approach rehearsals in October with a bunch of ideas ready to go, rather than having to fix everything now. I think the thing I was really excited about working with Alex is how story-orientated Alex's choreography is. And so through our early discussions, we're always talking about what is the story of this moment, and particularly the Red and the Black, how do we explore ideas of revolution, of passion, of hatred for society in a movement form. And so that was really exciting this week, of seeing how ideas that we discussed on a story level can be brought to real life with dancers and bodies in space.
You know, sometimes a question I get asked a lot is, you know, what kind of style is your choreography, or what is it going to look like? And to me, the answer always lies within the text. So the first thing I do is like read the source material, see what you said, like what are these like kind of big overarching concepts, revolution, love, and I feel like dance has the power to really, I don't know, bring to the surface what those feelings are, especially feelings that you can't articulate, because when you dance normally, like at the club or just with a friend, there's just an unspoken feeling there that's why your body's moving. So that's kind of what I endeavor to do, especially in looking at dance within the theater sense. It's, you know, what are these feelings that aren't being said with speech or being said with music, and how can I bring those feelings out through movement?
It must be really interesting seeing how Alex has been navigating that with Japanese language music and having to figure out what are the words and moments to accentuate. And what's been really exciting is when you've like found a move and then checked with the translation of it. It's like it's so perfectly matching, even though you didn't know that, and it's just sort of such an indication of your sense of the story and a sense of where that story is going. You always need to find the right move for each moment.
Yeah, and something, all the dancers who have been in the workshop so far are my friends, so it's nice to have really candid conversations with them. And they've said that, you know, this is really different to like kind of the stuff that I normally do. And I think part of the reason why I've kind of had the freedom to explore that is because of like the difference in language. So I don't feel so beholden to like the constructs of English and being really articulate with what the words are, and kind of really leaning into the feeling of the music, and then exactly what you said, like, you know, when I get the chance to check in and like hear something lyrically as like the singer singing it and just asking, what does this word mean? And when they coincide and it really matches with the kind of like root of the movement based on the overarching concept, it's like, yeah, ding, 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 really good.
I think spice is the right word for it, because what we're really looking to do is elevate what is already a very big emotional story, and we hope one the audiences will get so excited about, because it's big ideas, big feelings, and I think choreography at its best is an amplification of what is in a story. And I think for this, these songs are exciting, they're about big things, they're about revolution, they're about ambition. And if they were just sung and you heard them, I think you'd feel a lot of excitement, but that combined with Alex's amazing movement, I think will just take it to a whole other level for audiences.
What I really enjoyed about the workshop is kind of how Jamie's explaining that dance can really serve as an amplification of feeling, is being able to look at different numbers in the show who are led by different people, like for example, Geronimo, who's our kind of narrator, I would say storyteller, MC kind of character.
Has numbers and introductions.
Where he's the leader of them. So we played with the song where he's the leader, we played a song where our protagonist Julian's the leader, or not the leader, but you know, it's his moment, would you say so? Another character called Mathilde, we've looked at a number where it's about her experience at that time within the story. And I've really had a lot of fun playing with what is the movement language that is, I don't know, like, what would you call it? Like
like specific to that character.
Yeah, like how is that character's specific experience realized through music and through movement?
I think it's always really exciting when you have like these ideas, which sometimes can be quite specific. Like with the opening of the show, I always have this very like clear idea of like how I want us to first be introduced to Geronimo and first see him. But then there are other ones when it's like the end of Act 1. I think in my head I was like, it just has to be really cool. And like, honestly, that's really abstract. And so to then be like, how do we make cool a thing on stage? And like bouncing ideas back and forth. I think we found something which we're really excited by, where you're just trying to create one of those moments where we describe it as like, the audience will just go, wow, what are we seeing? And I think those are the moments which have really clarified during this process, is like abstract feelings being made specific so that we can actually see, how does this character move? How does this song like affect our bodies? Does it make us want to bop? Does it make us want to like rise up? And I think that's why this workshop's been valuable.
I'm so excited to bring this show to Japan. The first ever professional job I did as an actor was in Tokyo, so it's a really nice full circle moment to kind of come back and be part of a creative team where we get to, you know, come up with ideas, share them with Japanese talent. So excited to collaborate with all the artists over there, and to just kind of share our ideas.
And I am so excited to invite you all into the world of Red and the Black, which is a thrilling, dangerous, revolutionary space where I hope you'll have an experience that you've never had before in your life, and you'll get to see some of the best stars of Japanese musical theatre performing in a way that will be unexpected and new, and that will be a thrill that I hope you all enjoy.